Hey guys, how are y'all doing today? Hope you had a really good weekend. Let's get started with the book review. It is on Sweetly by Jackson Pearce. This is a companion novel to the Sisters Red novel, which was amazing. I really enjoyed Sisters Red. Sweetly is a fairy tale retelling of Hansel and Gretel. This will be a spoiler-free review, so if you haven't read Sisters Red or Sweetly, then feel free to watch. So let's get started with what the book is all about. The story begins off with the prologue. The scene is set in the forest. We have Gretchen, her twin sister, and Ansel, and they are looking for a witch. Whether it's real or not, they're there to determine. Something goes horribly awry, something starts to chase them through the forest, and by the time they make it to the house, only Gretchen and Ansel make it out. Hop, skip, jump, 12 years later, we find Gretchen and Ansel kicked out by their stepmother because, you know, she's evil. They find themselves in Live Oak, South Carolina. They end up staying with Sophia Kelly, who runs the chocolatier. She makes all these delicious chocolates and candies. My mouth. Lots of drooling occurring. They end up staying with Sophia Kelly longer than they intended. As they stay longer and longer, the date approaches to this infamous chocolate festival that Sophia Kelly holds for all of the young girls in town. What makes this festival so infamous is after this festival, girls start disappearing. Gretchen is trying to figure out who Sophia Kelly really is. Half of the town either thinks she's the saint of all that's good and delicious and wonderful, or the beginning of Live Oak's end days. So that's basically a quick synopsis of what Sweetly is all about. Let's talk about the characters. I really like the characters. All of the characters are very likable. They have their baggage. Not so much flaws, but baggage. What happened to them 12 years ago for Gretchen and Ansel, there's this stigma that follows them around about their vanished sister, about the sister that they lost and want to start anew in some new place. So it was great reading about their sibling relationship. It was very sweet. Even Sophia Kelly, who is very mysterious and beautiful. There's a big mystery surrounding her character, but for the most part, she's very likable as well. She has this very bubbly personality that you can't help but love. Of course, there is Samuel, who is a very mysterious, kind of dangerous looking character. I thought his character was great as well. He's very sweet. All of them had their baggage, but there weren't any irritating flaws. Let's talk about the plot next. I thought for the majority of the plot, it was steady, but slow-paced kind of book. But I don't want to equate slowness with it being boring. I really enjoy getting into the backstory, seeing the character development, and Sweetly is definitely one of those books where even though it's slow-paced, I really still enjoyed reading about the characters. It's definitely a mystery-driven book, unlike Sisters Red, which I felt it was more action, adventure-driven. And of course, the action is condensed in the last 50 pages of the book. Maybe a little too close for comfort for me. I really would have enjoyed more action. And as for the writing of Sweetly, I thought it was really well done, very distinct and clear, very easy to read, wasn't overly descriptive, played like a movie in my head. That being said, guys, I'm going to give Sweetly a readable rating. I really enjoyed it. I don't think it's hard to say if I like Sweetly better than Sisters Red. I think both books had aspects of it that I really enjoyed that the other book didn't have. You know, I really like the badassery of Scarlet March in Sisters Red and Gretchen, who is a very normal kind of teenage girl. The characters in Sweetly were much more relatable. You can empathize and sympathize with the characters quite easily in Sweetly. I thought that was really well done. Also, what I enjoyed most about Sweetly was the connections to Sisters Red. I didn't realize how the plot was so heavily connected with Sisters Red, and there's some great foreshadowing in the book. I don't feel the ending was fully resolved, but there's some really great foreshadowing into her third book, which I'm very excited for. I'd love to see how that develops. I don't know how many books are in this series, but I think a crossover of the characters would just be fabulous and amazing. I would just love to see that. If you've read Sisters Red and enjoyed that book, I think you will enjoy Sweetly. If you haven't read either books, definitely check out Sisters Red first, see how you like it. What I enjoy about companion novels is it stands alone, but I love the ties to the whole world. I love that consistency with the world, the setting, the characters, the connection they have. So I thought that was extremely cool. I love that. Check it out. What? So that's the book review, guys. Also, I wanted to mention I will be uploading a separate video coming up very shortly. I wanted to do a question and answer fact video so you could leave your questions there. So that's everything, and I will see and talk to you later. Bye!